just trying to do an evening chat every day. So hopefully people will start coming and listen in. We had a pretty busy schedule today. We started out going out to a temple that's nearby our home. Very, very nice place. I'll be doing a video on it. A lot of it's still under construction. And they've gotten most of the concrete work done, but they haven't done anything with the painting yet. So the painting's all still due to come. So the next move we made, we went out to Andy and Kwan's house and did a video there. Flew the drone and got footage around their home, and the video turned out pretty nice. They have a lovely place, so it was easy to do the shots. So Jai has been spending her day trying to figure out the best way for me to get my next visa. So even Jai hasn't come in to visit me here yet. Somebody's here. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, we had a busy day running around. It was hot today. I ended up sweating quite a bit. My first footage I did at the temple didn't turn out. There was a problem with my camera, and it was running when I was walking, and it wasn't recording when I wanted to record. So I had to go back the second time. And by the time I went back the second time, it got very hot. So I was sweating really bad by the time I got done. So today is an update of our day, what we did, and foreigner living here in Thailand. So thanks for you that have dropped in, appreciate it. We always have a lot of activities going on here. It's different than living in the United States. So, I mean, just the culture alone, there's big changes. And I don't have a lot of people around here that we can talk English to. So I visit with some of my English speaking friends, try to do 1 or 2 times a week. Thanks to you that have dropped in. Hopefully you'll subscribe to our channel if you're not already. Yeah, so today's schedule was pretty tight. I had to come home and do some more editing. I'm so far behind on getting that done because our travels have taken us all over. And usually in the motels we go to, the internet is so poor you can't upload a video if you're there, or if you try to, they're real slow. I mean, the internet here in Thailand is really good. It's just, I think they're metered in the motels, so they don't let you have a lot of bandwidth for doing uploads. So anyhow, we drove out to the mission or to the temple, and the GPS took us on weird little roads getting there the first time, so we weren't sure. So we finally found our way around to the front where you can get in. But I flew my drone over to where the new pergola and everything is being built. It's a absolutely beautiful place. So I definitely want to go back. It's all brand new construction right now. Nothing's painted. It's all just in raw concrete form. So I'll be going back to do another video of it whenever they get it complete. They're going to have a ceremony tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And they asked us if we'd come there to record their ceremony, but I don't know if I want to get involved with that. So anyhow, it's the deal I started talking about a couple of days ago was getting views on YouTube. It's seemed to be getting worse lately than better. Getting views on YouTube, I was getting a lot more, and now they've dropped down to not so much. And some of that's probably caused by me because not um, I'm not going to everybody's videos that have been watching mine. So that's a problem. Is everybody expects you to go back and be able to watch theirs, but when we're traveling, it's really hard to. I try to keep up what I can, but I fall behind. I get way too many comments. It's surprisingly how many comments I get. It's like everybody that watches it leaves a comment, so it's kind of hard to keep up with that. So if whoever's out there, if you want to chat, just come on and have a talk with me. If you got any ideas or if you have something to say about YouTube and getting views. Obviously, there's a lot of people are dropping out of YouTube now because financially you don't make anything at it, and unfortunately so many people come into YouTube thinking it's going to be a form of income, and you do make a little bit of money, but you don't make enough money to cover even your electricity and internet bill at home, let alone if you travel and get motels and food and everything while you're out on the road. So we do this as a hobby. It's fun to us. The videos we make, we're hoping. I mean, it feels good to us if people watch our videos because we go through the effort of driving for many hours to get to places to do content. And I mean, if people don't watch it, that's all right. But we do this more for us as something to look back on in the future when we can't do it anymore. Right? You never know when that day can come. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. So there's been a lot of people I know that started out doing YouTube about the same time I did that have quit. They were hoping for it to be a form of income for them. And during the COVID outbreak, many people were at home. So everybody was looking for something to do and a way to make money and not have to leave the house. So YouTube was a good avenue for that. And they kept going at it as long as, they were able to do most of their video stuff from around home or out around their garden, or some people got stranded at resorts where they were stuck there and they couldn't, traveling, like people that traveled to Thailand and couldn't end up leaving here because they stopped all the flights and nobody wanted to get near the airports even if they could get out. So they were doing videos from resorts, and that worked really good. They were looking at multiple ways of being able to get content every day, and a lot of them were just started doing daily life. And I think daily life is probably one of the better ways to do YouTube because it just documents what you're doing from the time you get up in the morning until you go to bed at night. So unfortunately for us, we were in the United States, and both myself and Jai had jobs that we were mission essential and we had to go to work no matter what. So I started doing this about that time. Good morning to you, bottle caps. It's still nighttime for me. We're still in Thailand, another week. So I was chatting about the YouTube deal and people thinking this is going to be a form of income, and well, what I said basically is we never intended for this to be something to make us income. We knew it would never amount to that. So we started doing ours just to document our life, and we'd be able to look back on it in a few years whenever we can't do it anymore. So it would be nice though if people watch the videos, and it makes me want to do it more. So right now, I guess probably the reason I keep talking about this is it's starting to bother me a little bit that I spend so many hours driving and editing and putting a lot into this, and then the videos don't get viewed. They used to do so much better, and it's just not anymore. Welcome in, Tokong, Troc, and Paul and Asia. Thanks for coming. So Paul, I think I'm still kind of sniveling about the whole view issues and how people can go about getting views. And basically what I did today was what some people mentioned to me for doing on the video, the one I did of Andy. I shot that today. I just did little 30-second clips. I know bottle caps, but when you're in Thailand and you have to be in specific areas, I mean, it's a great spot to do it, but people have to be interested and want to see lakes or temples. Good day, Mike. Nice to see you here. There is a lot, but I don't live around all the walking streets, and there's big danger in doing those anyhow, because a lot of foreigners that are there on the walking streets, they don't want to be videoed. They don't want that to get out, and it ends up causing you to get your channel pulled down. Yeah, I know you don't want to look at a temple. A lot of people do, though. If you go to the right temples and happen to get lucky. Yeah, again, though, that's what I was saying. Where all the party girls are, that's where the foreigners hang out. And if you end up getting a video of the wrong people, and it's hard, obviously, people want to see you do those kind of videos, and it's just dangerous to do it. It's dangerous physically to do it, first off, because I've had people call me out, say, hey, I don't want you videoing me. I said, okay, that's no problem. I'll take you out of it. Lance, welcome in. Yeah, so, it feels a little embarrassing. At times, I don't think anything about walking around with my camera. I was a little bit more cautious in America, but here in Thailand, so many people do it. Yeah, but you still post it, Caps. Whenever you post it, people are going to see it, and there's a chance that it's going to get around to the wrong people. And yeah, less than a week to go, getting close. So it's not worth that gamble. And to me, if I have to resort to that to get people to watch the videos, I just won't do it. Because again, like I said, we do this more for us to document what we've been doing. And looking back at the videos we did from just 3 years ago, things are so different in us. I mean, just looking at me and Jai from 3 years ago when we started doing this, we looked so different. So I just have to be true to what we're doing. Andy does have a nice looking place. Yeah, he's in a really nice spot. It isn't worth losing your channel, Lance, even though, like I was saying earlier, we don't make enough money doing this to count for it to even be an income. It isn't the money. We want to be able to document what we're doing and keep track of our life and be able to look back on it, or family and friends look back on it in years to come. And that can't happen if you get your channel taken down because you went and filmed something you really didn't want to film anyhow. Yeah, it'd be great to be able to get 50,000 views because you got some good-looking bar girls on camera, but not at the risk of losing your channel or somebody taking you out, or God knows what else. I mean, it could be just any number of things. So anyhow, we'll just continue doing the way we are and just hope people enjoy watching, because there are tons and tons of people that are looking for something to do when they come to Thailand, if they come to Thailand. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think we've got like 3,500 videos on YouTube. Yeah, no upskirting. I don't need that. I'm too old for it to start with. Everybody likes to take a look now and then, but that's okay. I'll let somebody else take those gambles. Yeah, right now, I know I've had people ask me about places that we've been and ask what my opinions were. I expect Paul, welcome in. Start a new channel and make it an informational channel. There's already tons of those too, Caps. Um, I think I'm going to leave that to the younger, good-looking guys, not an older guy like me who gives a crap what I have to say about giving information. I can tell you the information I can give you is enjoy life, and I can tell you already very easily what kind of woman you should be seeking here in Thailand. What I would say is look for a professional woman, somebody not somebody that's working in the bars or walking streets and stuff like that. Look for a professional woman, somebody that's mature, and there's tons of them here, tons that are looking for a foreigner to connect with. Lots of younger ones too. It's not just old ladies. There's a lot of young women around here that are, and not, they don't necessarily have to be a professional woman. Somebody that lives out here in the villages that's just poor. Yeah, I know it is guys like you that are watching, Caps. But you're more than welcome to ask me anytime whenever you come to my channel. I mean, if you come to Surin and just go to the park or to the mall, shopping centers, places like that around here, there are tons and tons of women that they're poor. They're looking for somebody that can help support them, and unfortunately, some of those have kids that want you to support too, but not all. Many of them don't have. And there's also professional women that are maybe they've already raised their family and they're divorced, and they're looking for a better life too. I would recommend more something like that. You know, a lot of them are not even divorced, Caps. They've never been married. There a lot of the nurses they nurses and lawyers and stuff like that here, they devote their time, the ones that are professional women devote their time to their education. So they spend all of their time getting educated, and then once they do, they spend the rest of their time working at what they were educated for. So they didn't have time for a man or a family or dealing with anything like that, which was the case with Jai. She worked as a nurse. She worked her butt off to get educated to do it. And she spent her life just working and worked her butt off 7 days a week and 12 to 18 hours a day. So that was the way she had to work to get ahead here in Thailand. So then she ended up retiring from 2 hospitals here and moved to America where we met. And so I was her savior there, and basically she was my savior, helped bail me out of a really poor mindset with my failed marriage. So there are a lot of them, though, Caps, that you would be able to meet, and maybe no man shoeless in Thailand. How you doing there today? Haven't seen you in about a week now, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of foreigners here that we talk to regularly that live here in Thailand, married to Thai women. Like Dave got to love Thailand. His wife is in her mid-40s, I believe, and she's got 2 daughters that are, they don't live at home anymore. They're in Bangkok, just finishing school. So he's one. Then Andy married Kwan, and there's a bunch. There's just a lot of them. Tom here has got a Thai wife down in Rayong. Yeah, Paul in Asia is going to be hitting the dating scene too. I would think there's where he's at. He doesn't have to even settle just for Thai women. He's got so many foreign people up in Chiang Mai. It's unbelievable. Thank all you guys for coming and chatting with me. The only one really asking any questions is Bottle Caps. And I think he's just trying to get me to talk. You know what? It doesn't, you don't really have to do much on the dating scene. Just if you meet somebody that you like, that you're interested in, just try to strike up a conversation with them and don't try to move too quickly. I think you need to learn the girl and find out stuff about her, find out what she's done and where she's been and what her plans are, what she's thinking moving forward. And take your time with it. There's no hurry. There's no hurry. With me and Jai, I think we chatted for, I'm thinking 4 or 5 months, something like that, before we really kind of went to the next level. And I think that's what you need to do. Just take your time. You don't even have to be here. Just strike up conversations with somebody in these various different chats. Just start getting a little more personal with them and maybe get their information where you can contact them privately. I'm not, we don't see any sign of any issues like that over here. I don't see any sign. That's right, you can't help who you fall in love with. You can find just about anybody, you never know. And it doesn't matter what they did in the past, really. If you form a love with them, a relationship, the past doesn't matter, it's past. But I think the easiest ones are the professional women, the ones that are, right at the end of their working career, which puts them really in their mid-40s. They're ready to start considering something different. For somebody in our age group, somebody in their mid-40s is almost too young. No, I didn't hear what happened in Russia yesterday. I don't follow any of the news. I don't know. I know that the election's closing in closer and closer for America, so hopefully people wake up this year, change their way of thinking. Andy, why didn't you tell me about it today? I didn't know. I didn't hear anything. Yeah, I am cut off from the real world. I don't like drama, and I really hate following it if it's not really gonna affect me a lot. I got about 90 killed by ISIS. No kidding. Wow. That's right, Tom. No kidding. 143, including small children. That's crazy. These psycho people, I swear. Yeah, that's the good thing about living here in Thailand is we don't have to really worry about what the rest of the world's doing. I mean, of course, we are Americans or English or Aussies. Everybody's got their different countries they come from, but most everybody has made Thailand their home now. So really, Ukrainian soldiers, that's crazy. So it was Russians that were killed though? I could understand a little bit more if the Ukrainians did it because they went in and massacred tons of theirs. But I think they've had ongoing issues for a long time. I don't think any of this stuff would have happened, my personal opinion, if Trump had been in office. None of this stuff would be happening right now. I don't believe. Thank you all for coming here. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do afternoon chat like this or evening chat like this as I can. That's true. politics don't really affect us that much here. That's a shame. That's a shame. You never know where you're going to be when that time can come. Hello, Tim. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, everybody's filling me in on what's happening around the world. I don't know any of that. I'm kind of in my own little world here now. Yeah, the drama, all the drama in the world. I hate drama anywhere, really. You know, I'm too damn old for that. I want to just have a great day every day and get up and live a good life. Well, America says that. Well, if America said it, it must be true. Oh, okay, so it's backwards. America said it, that a bunch of Russians actually caught the bad guys, and they're Ukrainian. Well, I think you never know. I mean, they may say that they caught the bad guys. Doesn't necessarily mean they are the ones. Yeah, time will tell. Things wash out in time. User friendly. I haven't seen you around in a while, Peter. How you doing? BBC. Yeah, Hello, Bo. Welcome in. Yeah, you know, I'm the same, Lance. I'm looking forward to going back there and doing some other things for a little while. But damn, you know, if I don't want to listen to all that. I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear it. We canceled all of our TV stuff when we were still living there because I was getting hooked by all the negative media and you know, it was so, most of it was so untrue. And that's right. Tom is English and he doesn't watch BBC. Yeah, we're doing well, Pete. We've been traveling for the last 2 months, all over Thailand. Like I was saying yesterday, we did 8,000 kilometers in 2 months driving around, touring everywhere here. So I haven't had time to keep up with YouTube as much as I was. I've been traveling. It's hard to edit, hard to watch videos when you're on the road. Yeah, true, Paul. And it was that way before I left America. So I got so fed up with listening to them. They were all, especially when I knew a lot of it was just outright lies. And they were just convincing the people that wanted to be convinced of the crap anyhow. Thanks, Lance. He's got a lovely place. Did you go out there when you were here, Lance? Or is that the first time you actually saw it? He lives in a good area. He's got a brand new road, if you saw that on the video. It's a village road, still narrow, but it's brand new. Nice asphalt paving. So he can keep his truck nice and clean, spotless now. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice place. Oh, he came when I did last year. Okay. Yeah, Andy's putting a lot into it. And Kwan, I should say Andy and Kwan. Kwan's got a green thumb. She's all over the place working on plants and trees. Oh, you went with us? Oh man, I can't remember. I can't remember anything anymore. So you're a young gentleman. You'll have to keep me informed of what I did. Yeah, we are. We're leaving the same day, Paul. We're getting on two different planes heading the same direction. You cannot become a citizen, and no, you can't own land. I can't really say it that. There are ways that you can own land, and I don't know what they are. Yeah, I don't really, I know today's Saturday because Jai told me, and we got to keep track so we don't miss our plane home. Yeah, you were able to keep track of what we were doing every day by Jai's shorts when we're on the road. But um, it's kind of hard right now. We're not on the road, so she's not posting the shorts like she was. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait to come visit us now until after we get back. You're gonna be too late. You really can become a Thai citizen? I didn't even know. I didn't know that, Tim. Yeah, I guess there's always ways to do things, but there's no reason for you to become a Thai citizen. You can just get your visa and go on living here like the rest of us foreigners do. It's not that big a deal. Just takes a little bit of time. A citizen of the world. That's right. Well, Lance is not going to be in Wahan either. He was a place you could have connected there, but he's going to be gone. And I'm going to be gone. So when did you get your car? Did you already get it, or are you still waiting on it? Oh, you have to speak fluent Thai. Yeah, they are welcome. Vietnam's welcoming to foreigners too. Robert Mack in Asia is married to a Vietnamese woman, and they spend a lot of time in Vietnam. Okay, you're going to get them soon. Yeah, Jai wanted me to ask you something about your visa. How long did it take you to get it when you applied here? We got mine in America, so the negative to that is when you get a marriage visa in America, then when you come here, you got to go out of the country every 90 days. Oh, they have no retirement visa? Maybe that's why Robert doesn't stay there very well. He wants to be in America though. He wants to spend the time of the year when it's really like right now when it's starting to get really hot and humid. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to be in America, which is really starting to be the good time of year to be there. The winters are getting behind us, and I think everybody that's come in here to chat with me appreciate it. That's a good point. I wouldn't want to move to Vietnam really. I really like it here in Thailand. I mean, on our trip we just took, there are so many beautiful places around Thailand. Um, it's for you bottle caps, it'd probably be really miserable because you're in the northwest and you don't really get major hot days. And I don't know if you get any humidity, but we can get very humid here to where first thing in the morning you go outside, it's 35°C, 36°C already, and humid, sweat just pouring off you. Yeah, there's more of the foreigners' food here, so and it depends on where you go. Well, not really anymore because Surin is in a more of an Isan area, and we still have lots of burgers and pizzas and stuff like that. Huh. I think it was probably about the same here in Surin, 37, 38°C today. Wow, Tim, you had 101 today. Woo. Yeah, I don't really know. We got back here from Andy's and the temple probably about 11 o'clock, and it was 38 C then. So I don't know how hot it actually ended up getting because I was in here in my air conditioner editing and I didn't check back outside. Yeah, it gets hot though. Yeah, the humidity was way up here too. When I was out at the temple this morning, it was, oh hell, what was it? 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I was already pouring sweat. Yeah, okay, well, your sauna is probably very close to what it feels like here in Thailand in March and April. Bo, you're in Wahin now? Cool. Yeah, I didn't. I saw you were doing a live stream a little bit earlier, but I had my um, premiere, and I just happened to see on the right hand side that you were doing live. Yeah, your live streams are doing very well now, Bo. So Lance, you when do you head to Bangkok? You said you're going to be in Bangkok on the 29th? Yeah, April may be the hottest month. Hello, Mr. T. Welcome in. Nice to see you here. Yeah, it's not as bad now as what I remembered it being last year. Yeah, even I notice whenever we go to the park after it's already daylight. Okay, Bangkok 29th, same with us. When we go to the park after daylight, I see the people drop down into the bicycle path to walk because they get shade on that and the walking path doesn't have. Yeah, Tom lives up in an area where it doesn't get hot though. He gets a nice ocean breeze. And do you ever run your air conditioner, Tom, or is it like my air conditioner is running right now, and I still it's kind of blowing over me instead of right down on me. I didn't adjust it right. So you're in a motel right now, Mr. T. Never use AC. And here, if you don't use AC, you're going to get really hot. My electric bill is not bad. It was 2,000 baht. I can't tell you what that is. It's like $70, 60 $60 for the month, this past month. All right, Lance. Yeah, it's always nice to meet up with YouTube friends. Yeah, I was able to get by with just the fan in the mornings, but yeah, that's not bad. 82 Fahrenheit, 28 C. That's not real bad. Yeah, I was able to use my fan, just open the window, use the fan. But as the day goes on, you got to switch. 545 baht, that's very cheap. You're right, Tim. We weren't home most of the month. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I didn't think of that. We were gone much of the whole past month. Yeah, I don't know if we were actually home, how bad it would have been. Yeah, we were paying our electricity bill to the motels everywhere. Oh, yours went up to 2,800 even running your solar. Wow. Yeah, I was debating if I was going to do solar here or not, because so far none of our bills have warranted us doing solar. And right now we're just doing the solar in the rooms where, I mean, the AC in the rooms that we're actually in, not the whole house. Yeah, that's pretty cheap monthly utilities. Yeah, I think Dave, wasn't he saying that his was like 5 or 6 thousand? Yeah, Mr. T, our flight back home is going to be more like 20 hours. Now, I don't know how big your condo is, Paul, but our house is absolutely huge. You can drink the tap water if you put in our house. We have the whole house filtration system. Then we have the reverse osmosis water under the sink. So we drink our water. Oh, you're going to try to be 100% off grid. 12,000 before he did. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's very high. But he runs air conditioning all through his entire house and even the room outside. Right now, I don't because we don't really have a need to. I don't drink the tap water back home either. We have reverse osmosis on our water system back in the US. That's a pretty cheap water bill, Paul. Maybe if you shower more, it'd go up some. Hello, Mertz. Nice to see you here. Novis. Yeah, I don't think anybody drinks their tap water anymore. I had a well on my ranch, and the water tests came back really good. Yeah, his 3 koi ponds take a lot of power to run that, and his pool. What the heck? I just now looked. I got rambling on so much I didn't realize that I've already been on here for 44 minutes. You know what, bottle caps? Thailand's got probably about the best healthcare I've seen anywhere. Um, the Bamrun Rad Hospital in Bangkok is number 3 in the world for covering anything. I don't care what it is. They did my neck surgery last year. It was unbelievably simple going through the process with them, and my Blue Cross Blue Shield paid 100% of the 2 million baht bill. I didn't have to pay anything. Well, I take that back. I had to pay a little bit for the medication that my insurance company said you could have bought over the counter. Shouldn't have got it through the hospital, and they charged too much for that. Okay, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, Tom. The cemeteries are very nice too. Yeah, so if you don't happen to pull through, if your health care fails you, then they've got nice cemeteries. Now, the last thing in the world you have to worry about is medical care here. Right here in Surin, we have two really big hospitals. I had the Jai retired from these two hospitals here, and we went yesterday to visit some friends of hers. They they they'll show up to your house with trained paramedics and an ambulance, but you saw the ambulances they have here, and they'll take you to the hospital. There's two of them right here in town, and all the cities around here have hospitals. So, and their care, the nurses are all trained the same that Jai was. They're skilled. They're very good nurses, and they care. They're the most caring nurses you're going to probably find anywhere. Big hearts. Yeah, and the insurance here is very cheap with good coverage. It depends on what kind of pre-existing conditions you have, and if you already have a good global insurance, I would hang on to that. My Blue Cross Blue Shield, I originally was going to get rid of it because it cost me just under $700 a month. But after the couple of different visits to the ER here with me, I'll never get rid of the Blue Cross. It's just a great insurance. But anyhow, I don't think, of all the cities we went through, Jai is like a razor of locating the hospitals. When we drive through all the cities we've been to, she points them out to me. I mean, they've got nice hospitals everywhere. I didn't realize, like I was going to say a minute ago, we visited her friends in the hospital here in Surin yesterday, and they've got like 19 hospital buildings there in the Surin hospital, and they're all like 4 or 5 floors tall or more, and they're building new ones. There are always new construction going on. So for the size, it's over 1 million population here for the Surin area, and their hospitals handle it all. It's really great care. I can't speak enough for the care I got in both of the hospitals I was in. Oh, you're still waiting to get your insurance, Paul. Well, don't get sick. Stay away from everybody. So you still got time to wait until you start getting your retirement too. You're still a young man, Paul. Yeah, I would say bottle caps. If you're looking for, it's too late. If you're looking for somebody, caps, and you're seriously wanting to do something different, I would certainly look here in Thailand. There are just so many beautiful places. And the trips we were making, if we didn't have a home here because Jai's family is all here, we found some places up towards Paul, up in North Thailand. Actually, it's more northwest Thailand. It's just beautiful there. I'd love to live up there. We were talking to some people while we were on our trip that lived for a while in the Philippines, that have moved here to Thailand, and they said it's a little dirtier there. It's kind of hard to believe that, but it's a little dirtier there. The healthcare is not as good, but you do have, if you're American, you have services you can get in the Philippines that you can't get here. Yeah, without question, the healthcare is far better in Thailand. Although they've got a lot of nurses and doctors and stuff. Yeah, it's not single expats here in Surin. This is a place where if you're seriously going to be looking for somebody, this is where you want to come. There's not a lot of competition. There's a lot of girls that live in the villages, women, I'm not going to say girls, women, they're in their 40s that, well, it may be not for singles if it's somebody that wants to go hang out in the bars and have the nightlife, but for somebody like me, it is for somebody like me. I don't need to do that. I'm beyond that now. I just as soon have somebody, a good friend, a companion, like I found in Jai, that's willing to travel with me and do things that I want to do. And um, no, there's a lot of Canadians here. Beau's husband is Canadian. Beau that you saw in here in the chat, her husband is Canadian. They live here in Surin also. Yeah, there are a lot of Canadians here in Thailand. Russians are more down in the far south, mostly. Yeah, many Canadians, many Europeans and Americans. Just blows you away if you go down to the shopping center here in Surin at all the foreigners that you see walking around there. It's crazy. I had no idea there were so many. Yeah, but I think you need to wait till we come back, Caps, and yeah, Russians are in the Phuket area. Yeah, wait till we come back, Caps, and come over this way, and I'm sure Jai can set you up with a list of women to date and see if you can't find one in that group. Yeah, language and culture barriers for sure. The culture, if you're gonna get the village women, you're gonna get their family with them, and you get their drama with them, and there's more expenses. So live away from them. Bobby's dating service. No, it will be Jai's dating service. She's got a lot of friends that she worked with that are single, have always been single, or have already raised their kids and moved away from their cheating husbands. So, well, anyhow, this has gone on a long time. I didn't expect. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to push it to an hour. Yeah, they're definitely pretty ones. No question. No question about that. Yeah, I think if we'll just have to do the same with you, Paul. We'll get you down here and have Jai get you on some lunches with us and invite some friends to come along. What do you think about that? And I know all the women around Surin are all looking, if they're not happily married right now, they're looking for a foreigner. I mean, they all look, even the young ones are looking. So if you wanted to take a gamble with somebody with a generation gap problem, there are those young ones too. The thing you're going to find with the younger ones is if they don't already have kids, they're going to want kids. And I wouldn't want to get involved in that anymore. So what do you think, Caps? Are you considering Thailand or the Philippines? Are you ready to get away from Canada? Yeah, you need to talk to Beau and see what her husband thinks about living here. I mean, he's been here, I don't know. How long, Andy? How long has Mike been here? He's been here quite a while, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're going to date the bar girls, the ones that are still wanting to stay there and make a living, yeah, you're going to run into that. But there are also bar girls that are only doing that because they don't have any other way to make a living and to help support their families. So it doesn't, just because they're a bar girl doesn't mean they're not a perfect catch too. But you gotta work on that, figure it out. Yeah. That's one of the good excuses for me getting the hell out. he's been here permanently for about 3 years, okay. And Bottle Caps, he's the Canadian that I'm telling you is married to Bo. So he's clearly happy with living here. He's been here for 3 years now, so. And I'm anxious to go back to America. I want to go back again and see some stuff, but I'm also, I'm feeling bad about leaving too. Yeah, it's true, Paul. They have to do something to make a living. Which other Mike are you talking? Oh, the Mike that I met yesterday? That's another Mike. Yeah. So he's been here permanently for 3 years. All right. What about Bo's Mike? I think he's been here for quite some time too. I know they go back and visit Canada. They just did that a month or two ago. Yeah, the commitment that these young women have to their families, and it doesn't go away just because they go to Bangkok or Pattaya or Hua Hin or somewhere to work in a bar. They've got to figure a way to make a living, got to put food on the table, and they send their money back here. Maybe they may even have kids in their home where they go from, that the kids stay with the grandparents while they're off working to try to make a living to support everybody. Yeah, so I would say if you're looking, seriously want to find somebody, you're going to easily find a woman here in Thailand. And I wouldn't just jump into anything. You got to put in the time and get to know them. I know, Lance, it's going to be tough, and the expense is going to be so much more in America too. You are planning to do the van deal, so it will be a little better, but with us, when we're traveling, Jai wants to do a motel. She doesn't want to do RV or van, or I may convince her, but the expense is going to go way up though. It's going to be way more than, I mean, we were getting motels here for $10 to $15, $20 a night. I think the expensive ones were 30 US, 30 bucks a night. That's an expensive one. Yeah, I think the motels last year when we were traveling, I think we probably averaged over $100 a night for our motels. I know we paid like 180 for a Best Western somewhere in Utah. Yeah, 150. It may be more like that. Maybe an average of more like 150 for the same. No, it's probably not even as good a motel. The ones we were getting here that were $30, like the one we just were at, the Bella Villa Cabana, that place was awesome. It was 1,500 baht. What's that work out to be? And we were in the best view rooms on the 8th floor for 1,500 baht. So is that like $40? It was a great deal though. I'm tickled to death. If we could find something like that in America in our travels, we'll go with that all day long. We're staying 6 months, and I think Lance is staying around the same too. We're coming back. The plan is our return flight ticket is October 7th. So we definitely want to be back here in November for the Elephant Festival time of year, which is the beginning part of November. So you're going to be back there for about 5 months. All right. So it means you're coming back September then. Okay, well, right now, you can get your driver's license here if you have a visa. I don't know if I think Lance actually has his Thai driver's license. I still use the AAA license, that I get in America. I go get the international driver license at AAA. We own a car. We own this MG SUV, and the insurance, we just renewed our insurance yesterday, and it was 23,000 baht. So less than $700 a year. Yeah, easy to get a license here. Yeah, I just haven't done it. When we get back next time, I'm going to get the license and the yellow card and all that crap. I didn't do it this year. I didn't mess with it. Yeah, so there's also brokers that you can hire, Caps, that'll help you to get your visa, your license, and everything you want. And Paul in Asia can fill you in on how to go about that and what the costs are for doing it. We did it all ourselves. I went through it all and did it myself. Okay, we went over that hour mark. I appreciate all you guys that came here to hang out with me. It's time for me to get off of here and okay, that's good information. If you have a visa for a year, you can get it. Your insurance may be cheaper there, but mine's sure not in America. Mine's more than that for sure. Yeah, full coverage. Yeah, full coverage, 23,000 covered everything. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. If there's anybody here that's not a subscriber, please consider mashing the like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. This is Bobby and Jada. Time to get going. We are out.